Thanks a lot. Well, it's nice being here. Thanks a lot for organizing this great event. I think it's a great testimony of what happens if you connect the dots. Foster optimism in yourself and others. That is, we think, at the core of developing the courage to address challenges, to collaborate more closer, to generate innovation, and to make the changes happen that we desperately need. So I'm going to be talking about optimism. Optimism is a state of mind. It's a way you look at the world. It's like your glasses. Those glasses, they acknowledge the challenges we are facing, but they also look at the opportunity that is in every given situation. And as an optimist, I choose to be aware of the opportunity as well as the challenge. So I consciously make a choice to access my source of renewable energy that gives me hope, that gives me courage, that gives me the strength to do something about what I'm facing. And the good news about that renewable energy is it's right here. I just need to shift my consciousness to that state of being. I'm representing here an association, Optimists Without Borders. Optimists Without Borders has 6,000 members in 11 countries, and we have around 30,000 affiliated members right now. The number's increasing fast, because this seems to be like a magnet for people to come together and to hang out with. Optimists Without Borders is a non-profit organization. Our mission is to make a shift in the consciousness happen so that we more and more focus on the positive aspects of the challenges we are facing, to see the opportunity and to make a difference. We spread good news, we connect optimistic people, and we support optimistic action. And what I'm going to present to you is a selection of the actions we did, very hands-on, pragmatic, in order to accomplish that mission. So I'm standing here on the shoulders of giants. I'm representing a lot of people in a lot of countries that are trying to make a difference using the optimistic mindset. It all started in Belgium. The initiator is here in the room, Luc Simonet. And I have colleagues in many countries that provide me with an opportunity of very inspiring encounters. So let's have a look at the different ideas that they come up with. The first thing you got to do if you would like to shift your consciousness to a more optimistic state of mind is to become aware of your state of mind. It's like the fish swimming in the water. If we constantly crunch over a certain set of assumptions and thoughts and don't get whacked, we stay in that state of mind. So sometimes an external impulse is a quite helpful thing for you to become aware of what you're thinking. A great idea of the Belgian colleagues was to color a train in pink and have it run through the streets of Brussels, proclaiming that Brussels is the kingdom of optimists. Pretty cool. There are optimists all around the world. Yeah? This is St. Elizabeth Station. It's outside of Antarctica. And some of the guys thought it was a good idea to raise the flag of optimism. Yeah? So even in the most cold and hostile environment, it's very important, yeah, to keep a contact with your source of renewable energy right there. Great idea. So you don't have to go to Antarctica to raise a flag in order to foster your sensitivity about your mind and to get into a state of optimism. There were very useful tools developed, here again by the Belgian colleagues. Stickers. You don't need to use an optimistic sticker as we brand them. You can do, I know people that write optimistic statements on their mirror. So every morning when they shave, they get a reminder that smiling may be a good option, yeah? Or to get into a fresh have a fresh start into the day with an optimistic mind. If you stand in the rain, you don't have to have the optimistic umbrella, which is great because it's a wonderful rainy day. Yeah, it's written on it. If you make that statement to a person that's standing next to you, also with an umbrella, at the red light waiting to cross the street, you will see that you can have an impact on somebody's positive state of mind. Another really fancy application is parfum d'optimisme. If you're sitting in a very dense management team meeting, crunching over the business plan, putting some parfum d'optimisme out has a very wacky effect, yeah, on the people around the table, believe me. Yeah? Very creative, very poetic, thanks to our Belgian colleagues. We created a website in Germany, this is a view on the magazine, that only broadcasts positive news in different areas. Sustainability, politics and economy. We created an international website where we gather videos and other content just to share. And this international website can be reached at Optimistenbund.org. Optimistan. Sounds like an exotic country. Kurdistan, Tajikistan, Optimistan. Yeah? Because Optimistan, to us, is the state of consciousness that every optimist, whether he's organized or not, is a citizen of. So if you choose, come join us at Optimistan and be inspired. This is the presentation that was done at the inauguration for the Optimists in Spain. Spain was the latest country to join us. The French colleagues, very inspiring. They created the Prix du Livre Optimiste. And Philippe Gabillet, who is the vice president of the league, he even wrote a book on Éloge d'Optimisme, very inspiring read. So creating events, providing content that is optimistic, not only helps you to foster your optimistic state of mind, but also spreads the news. Xavier van der Stappen, on the right, an engineer who together with his students built a solar car. And he drove that solar car to make the point, the reverse route of the rally Paris-Dakar, from Dakar to Paris. And even more grand, he started at the climate conference in Copenhagen and drove that car down from Copenhagen to Kapstadt, to the opening of the Soccer World Championship. How bold is that? But there are far more stories to be told, so if you hear an inspiring story, yeah, share it. It will not only contribute to your own positive state of mind, but you will also make a contribution to others. And that's the last example that I'd like to show. We've been talking about renewable energy and optimism being a source of renewable energy. Here's a great way to make a difference. On the top, this is a water power plant in Germany. 3 young guys started a renewable energy company in Germany, dedicated to not only providing pure renewable energy, but also for each customer that they acquire, they build a biomass power plant in a developmental country. And we made a cooperation with them, so when we drive customers to them, they will give a certain share of the revenue, €50, yeah, to a project that we have selected, where 2 elderly women from Germany built solar-powered water pumps in Africa so that women can get water to farm vegetables, sell the vegetables so that they can get money to fund the daughters going to school. So in this way, if you choose to shift from your traditional energy provider to a renewable energy provider, just by the choice of your consumption, you kill 3 birds with 1 stone. You help the shift towards renewable energy in Germany, using more water power. You, by the donation that the company gives, you support a family to move to renewable energy, in this case in Cambodia and Vietnam. And the third thing is, by the cooperation we have with them as the Optimistenbund, you also fund in Africa the provision of renewable energy to meaningful initiatives, grassroots, so that families can make a better living. So we look for these synergy opportunities, and we see them, these kinds of projects existing, these ideas all around you. If you just open up your perception, you will have enough opportunities to engage in this. So create good news. If you find them, share them. Hang out with optimistic people. It will do you good. It will increase your health. You will become more successful, and you will become happy. We're there if you want to join us. We don't mind if you don't. The most important thing is that you stay optimistic, because given the challenges we are facing on Earth, we need optimists big time. Thank you.